Right now, Port Arthur's assistant city manager is under fire, accused of threatening to call immigration on an American family of Hispanic descent.
The head of that family, Gil Castro, tonight demanding the city fire Ron Burton for the comment that family made, claims he made. KFDM's Angel San Juan joins us in the studio tonight. So, Angel, what's the city's response?
Well, Tiffany, interim city manager Rebecca Underhill told me based on personnel policy, the city does not comment on issues concerning staff, but she did say the incident is under investigation. And Underhill says the city expects all its employees to treat all members of the community with courtesy and respect. But Port Arthur's growing Hispanic population is expecting more than words tonight. It wants action from a government many feel does not represent them. This is pottery that Gil Castro buys in Monterrey, Mexico to sell in Port Arthur. It helps him provide for his family and achieve their American dream. But he says that dream turned into a nightmare recently when he says Port Arthur's assistant city manager, Ron Burton, threatened to call immigration on the Castros, who are all Americans.
If we didn't move this stuff in 24 hours, that he was going to be here Monday morning with the police and the immigration.
He claims Burton made those comments to Castro's daughter on a Sunday because of a trailer parked outside of their home on Terrain Avenue. The Castros used the trailer to transport the pottery. Castro says it had broken down there, so he was trying to get it fixed, and he says Burton seemed to ignore other trailers parked on the same block.
He comes in here like he owns Port Arthur. He stops his car in the middle of the road.
Castro wonders why a broken-down trailer would prompt a high-ranking city official to show up on a Sunday, but Castro says since then he's heard from other Hispanics in Port Arthur who also claim they've faced Burton's wrath.
I'm not the only Hispanic that this guy from the city that works for the city of Port Arthur, is the assistant manager, comes to their houses and tells them if they don't shut their garage sales down, that he will call the immigration. And what that means to a Hispanic, you know, that you don't belong here, sounds pretty racist to me.
City Hall is not commenting on what it considers a personnel matter, but confirms it is investigating. Fernando Ramirez is the chairman of Port Arthur's Planning and Zoning Commission. In that role, he's worked with Burton for years and is disappointed.
For him to have this thing in his head to call immigration tells me a lot more than I knew about the man.
Castro wants the city to fire Burton.
It's pretty insulting to the Hispanic community what he did.
And Ramirez says a city with such a large Hispanic presence should not have someone with Burton's views in a leadership position. Ramirez says he's told Burton his actions were wrong.
It was a threat, and Gil Castro is a citizen. His daughter is a citizen. And, you know, it's like I told him, you just overstepped, but now you've exposed yourself for who you are.
And tonight, Fernando Ramirez says this incident has convinced him that Port Arthur City Council needs to better reflect the Hispanic community. So he says he'll run for an at-large council seat next year. Guys.